Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you for joining me for this video. And here we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Chargers. And basically, I'm going to go game by game and predict this NFL regular season, how it's going to go for the Chargers. There's going to be perhaps, upsets, but I've went ahead and I've completed in terms of like on my personal time, went ahead and just completed like every single game for each team. So that way I can make sure that I did not, have any games that overlapped in which one video I says the team loses here, another one that I have them winning it. So no, I wanted it to be across the board, like it replicates and complements each other in terms of my actual predictions lining up across the board for each team. That being said, though, let's talk a little about the LA Chargers. So basically, it all starts at the quarterback position with Justin Herbert. And man, he was absolutely fantastic as a rookie. I mean, he absolutely looked like the best, rookie thus far. Obviously, it's extremely early, and I think the other guys are going to have some great careers as well. But I really love what I saw from Justin Herbert, and I think he's going to take that next step. I don't see any type of, sophomore slump or anything like that. I think he's going to continue to progress and keep moving forward. And then they've got, at the running back position, guys like, Austin Eckler, and he's got to be healthy. I mean, Austin's got to stay healthy, but I think that, they've got some pretty nice things. I really love Keenan Allen, returning, Jared Cook. That's a nice bring in. I know they lost Hunter Henry, bringing him in. Absolutely fantastic. And then on the offensive line, I really love what they did on the offensive line, particularly, bringing in guys like Corey Lindsley. And then you've got, obviously, you drafted Rashad Slater, who I think is going to be absolutely great for them. So I'm really liking this offensive line for sure for the Chargers. I feel like they did absolutely fantastic at doing that right there. And then, you still got guys like Matt Feeler, Brian Bulaga, guys like that. So much improved offensive line over last year, which only bodes well for this unit. Then you look on the defensive side, obviously there's guys like, Joey Bosa, then you've got your in the secondary. I do love the addition of draft pick Asante Samuel Jr. I really like that kid, and so I'm happy that he went to the Chargers. I feel that's a great place for him. Got guys like Darvin James, back there. So I really like what this Chargers team was doing, and I hear that they were, lining up in a base 3-4 in mini camp. But they've showed, multiple fronts, and so I'm really excited when he was with the Rams in terms of their defensive coordinator, head coach, Brandon Stanley. So he's a defensive mastermind. So I'm really excited to see what he's got in store for this defense. Because last year, the offense, they were certainly great. I mean, you basically can say there was that top 10, top 12 type of offense last year, and an offense that was on the rise. And the way that they finished the season was absolutely fantastic. And I think they can pick up where they finished off last year. And on the defensive side, they needed to improve upon where they were. And I feel that they've done a great job bringing in some pieces. And so I really like this Chargers team overall and where they're currently at, especially throughout the draft. If we're talking about some later picks, bringing in defensive end Chris Rump II out of Duke, I feel like that was a good move. And then, on the offensive line, in addition to Rashawn Slater, also bringing in, Brendan James as well. So, yeah, they had a really good draft, I feel, even late in day three, I still would have given them an A for that. Guys like Nick Neiman, Larry Retreat, third. I mean, they've got some pieces for sure. So I'm really excited to see how all of this is going to gel together. But with that being said, let's go ahead and start talking about the games here. So for the Chargers in their opener against the Washington football team, I really like both teams, honestly, and the fact that the opener was down at the Washington football team. But I just feel that this Chargers team, that they're going to be able to finish this year. And so I've got them coming out and winning their first game. Now, against the Dallas Cowboys, Dallas, yeah, they're going to be hyped up this season, but I've still got the Chargers winning that one as well. So they start off 2-0. Then they play the Kansas City Chiefs. I've got the Chiefs winning them, down in Arrowhead. That's going to be tough, but I've got the Chiefs winning that one. And then against the Las Vegas Raiders, I've got them actually losing that one to the Las Vegas Raiders. So right now, that puts them at 2-2. Against the Cleveland Browns, I've got them winning against the Browns at home, and that being at home against the Browns, fresh off a loss here, they're not going to want to lose, again. So they're certainly going to come out, and I think they're going to beat the Browns here. And then with the Ravens, I think they lose to the Ravens here. So a bit of up and down, some key wins, but at the same time, yeah, they've got to get it together. But they've got the bye week, and they come out of the bye week, And against the New England Patriots, I've got them winning at home against the Patriots fresh off that bye week. I've got them winning over the Philadelphia Eagles, even though it's down in Philadelphia. Against the Minnesota Vikings, I've got them winning at home against the Minnesota Vikings here. And as you can see, coming off that bye week is when I think that the Chargers are going to really start to click now. And then against the Pittsburgh Steelers, with that defense that Pittsburgh had last year, I've got them actually taking a loss here and a bit of a kind of an upset game here for the Chargers here. And then against the Broncos, I've got the Broncos winning that one as well. And then against the Bengals, Joe Burrow, I think he's going to be looking to have a great game against Justin Herbert. So I actually picked the Bengals here. So right now, through 13 games, we've got the Chargers sitting at, 13 weeks, we've got the Chargers sitting at 6-6 right now. And then at home against the New York Giants, here I've got the Chargers winning that one against the Giants. And then at home against the Chiefs on a Thursday night, I've got the Chargers winning that one at home. And then against the Houston Texans, I've got the Chargers winning that one. Against the Denver Broncos, that one's going to be a close one, but Justin Herbert, he's going to find a way to finish, and he's going to beat the Broncos. Now, against the Las Vegas Raiders in Las Vegas, I've got the Chargers winning this one. So overall, I've got here that the Chargers, they're going to come off and they're going to be at the beginning a little up, a little down. But once that bye week hits, aside from a couple upsets, especially late in the season, I think they finish off like they did last year in terms of late in the season. And I think that's good enough for an 11-6 record based upon this schedule right here, my projection. Chargers 11-6. Now, in terms of overall, I think that their ceiling, that they can be anything from perhaps a 9-win team to about, I say about 11 sounds about right. So about 9 to 11 wins is where I see the Chargers overall. But with that being said, thank you so much for joining me for this video. If you're a Chargers fan, definitely do. Once I finish posting every single team, I'll go ahead and do like my whole playoff prediction in terms of which teams to get in. And so definitely stay tuned to see if this is good enough for the Chargers to qualify to make the playoffs in the AFC. We will see. But thank you so much for joining me for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I enjoy making these videos and look forward to seeing you guys next time.